Hello and welcome to Wolfman Gaming. This is my The Medium blind playthrough, and we are once again playing as Thomas. And we are inside the head of a guy called Henry. Apparently Henry torched down, I guess, Thomas's house and burned Thomas's children inside. And he did that to make Thomas reveal his spirit powers or something, and now we are inside Henry's mind. And we are not alone in here. There is something else, something big. And I wonder if Wild Bill, our old friend looking for a skin suit, if he is really dead or not. If he is, I think I would say that I have mixed feelings about that, because I thought that as annoying as he was and as scary as he was, I'd like to find out more about him. Find out what he is, why he is. And after having interacted with him a bunch of times, you want that ration stamps issued by the government of Polish People's Republic. Is there anything more we can interact with here? No. Yeah, you want that cathartic showdown. Like the big... Because, okay, frying his ass with the generator was... was very satisfying, I have to admit. But... I want more. I want to really punish him. Okay.
There you are. Come here.
No.
Bad boy. Fuck.
Okay.
Shit, not good. Not good. I know you're here. You've been a very bad boy.
And that is weird, because there doesn't seem to be any real way to sneak past. That's weird. As I mentioned before, the mechanics of this game sometimes they leave a little bit to be decided. What the F is going on inside his head?
Don't you hide from me.
Because sometimes the flashlight disappears, sometimes it suddenly shows up. Or maybe it's just because I am... if I were to play this just on my own, I would probably like sit down and watch it a bit more carefully. But there doesn't seem to be very much consequences in getting caught in the light, so I'm probably missing out on a trophy for being found out, but that's okay. Because I think since this game is so collectible heavy, all the postcards from Francis and all that, I think I probably missed a bunch of trophies either way, so. But I wouldn't be opposed to replaying this game after I've beaten it. Because it is a lot of fun. And speaking of games, I've also spent the last few weeks Shadow of the Earth Tree, the expansion for Elden Ring. And oh my god, I have to talk about that game because Elden Ring, amazing game in its own right, and Shadow of the Earth Tree, super good expansion. I bought the insanely expensive collector's edition. Bit underwhelming, I must say. I didn't do an unboxing for it, which is a bit sad, but all it contained was. All that was in it actually was a figure of Mesmer the Impaler, which is one of the bosses in the DLC. Not as impressed with that figurine as I was with the one of Millennia, because it did have a bit of a cheaper feel to it. It looks good, but not as good. There are some other bosses I wish they could have used instead for the figurine. But it was really interesting going back into the Elden Ring universe, because when that game came out, I think it came out in 2022, and I played the shit out of that game. I sunk 100 hours into it. I'm just gonna go over here and check if there's anything over here, because I'm curious that way. Okay, these are the ration stamps. Okay. Either way, I played the fuck out of that game. I loved it. Loved every moment of it. No, I did not love every moment. I loved every moment except the hours I had to invest to be able to beat Millennia. Because, oh my god, what a skill check she was. But either way, going back into the Elden Ring universe was so much fun, and I realized how much I missed spending time there. And also the Shadow Realm, where Shadow of the Earth Tree takes place. What a step up from the main game in terms of difficulty. Because I came in dick swinging, feeling tough. Because I platinumed the main game, I managed to beat Millennia after endless tries. I got this, and the game said, fuck you, sent my ass packing straight out the door. What? It's still locked?
Good. That's good. See how easy it is when you do as you're told?
Okay. But yes, oh dear God. Patriotism stronger than blood. Not often do we see patriotism of such quality as was displayed during these past weeks by Senior Constable Henry Wilk. A simple officer of the civic police, Wilk showed his commitment to building a righteous tomorrow of the People's Republic by rejecting the shackles of his criminal kinship. His daring investigation into the now infamous meat scandal led to a number of arrests, including one Jacob Wilk, Henry's own father. The irregularities uncovered by Officer Wilk included corruption, theft of high quality meat products, and replacing them for lesser ones. Apart from Jacob Wilk, numerous other culprits have been apprehended, including 4 directors of the socialized meat trade and several store managers. Trial is to commence this coming Thursday, and if the accused are found guilty of their crimes, they will most likely face execution by hanging. When asked for comment, Officer Henry Wilkes' response was simply, "I only did what felt just." Truly the words of a patriot. Interesting. Identity card AB number 891221, ID 530632, issued 28th of July 1979, expires 31st of December 1990. Ministry of Internal Affairs, Henry Wilk, agent of the Security Service. Nothing but charm. But yes, the Shadow Realm. They really upped the ante when it came to difficulty. And it took quite some time to get back into the groove of playing Elden Ring in general and getting used to new difficulty in particular. Is there something more I'm supposed to do here? No? But it was worth it, and now I've reached the point that I'm standing outside the final boss's room. So I'm gonna take him on shortly, and hopefully I'll be able to beat that boss before. Because that is also one of those things. The game received a lot of criticism for its difficulty when it came out. So I think the main game did when that was released as well. It's the same thing every time From Software releases a game. People always criticize it for being too hard. And that is...
Vilk, is it? Henry Vilk?
What's this about?
Straight to the point. No fear, no hesitation.
If you wanted me dead, I'd be dead already. So, what do you want?
I want to offer you a job.
I'm listening.
I've been doing this a long time. I've come to know people. See what makes them tick. See their potential.
Agreed. On one condition.
Huh?
The work I do for you, it stays at work.
That's the way we like it.
It has to. If it doesn't, I'm holding you accountable.
Welcome to the family.
And now the door is open again. So Henry was forced to become a spy, I guess. But anyway, going back to Elden Ring, there was a lot of criticism because the Shadow Realm was too hard, the final boss is too hard. All the stuff we're used to by now. And From Software, being the type of game developer they are, of course, haven't changed the difficulty. They've done little tweaks. There are ways in the expansion to make things a bit more manageable. There are shadow tree fragments that you can find that everyone called Scadu tree at the beginning because they used like an old spelling for it. Because I know, like in the main game, there were Everjails, which I called Evergowls, because that is also an archaic spelling of that word. And either way, I think now that I've gotten into it, I got used to it, I've sunk like 35-40 hours into the expansion, loving it. And also picked up a bunch of shadow tree fragments, and you can also boost your spirit ashes. This will not affect the main game in any way. This is specific for the expansion, and it makes things, I think, a lot not easier but more manageable. And being challenged is a huge part of playing a From Software game. I think any fan of the series or of their games
Niwa.
special assignment for Major Henry Wilk. I know they said Vilk, but I'm gonna say Wilk because it's easier for me to pronounce. A person of interest has been found at the Niwa Workers Resort near Krakow. Local investigators had report of a strange case involving the painter classified. The person was found alive but in a vegetative state. Foul play was suspected, but the examination didn't show signs of brain trauma. Possible connection to the Gemini case. Consult the or classified files. Keep it clean, keep it quiet. This is what we've been training for. I strongly recommend that you acquaint yourself with Soviet scientist notes we acquired during Classified in 1950. You've been granted access to Archives 1138. This is for your eyes only. We'll dig in. Report to your case officer for further briefing. Keep it clean, keep it quiet. Yes, the challenge of a From Software game is a huge part of why fans of the series love it.
What's this?
And I know there is a big elitism. Session 42. The subject continues to manifest strong supernatural powers. He claims that another classified is talking to him, showing visions, working theory, suspected connection to classified possibly established as a result of a near-death experience. More tests necessary to confirm the split theory. Yes, there's a lot of elitism within the From Software community. People love to say get good, and you're not in. According to some people, you're not a true From Software player until you can beat the game naked at Soul Level 1 or Rune Level 1 with just a broken dagger. But I think anything that's given to you as part of the game is yours to use. Session 43. Today's session halted prematurely due to an incident in the test chamber. While administering prescribed substances, lead scientist Dr. Classified came into skin-to-skin contact with the subject. Classified was promptly hospitalized. Despite showing no signs of physical trauma, he fell into a vegetative state from which he is yet to recover. Further sessions have been halted indefinitely. Yeah, and I think if it's part of the game, feel free to use it. Because there are spirit ashes in Elden Ring you can use, for instance, where you can summon in an NPC to help you with boss fights. Oh. Keep your hands to yourself. Can I go in here? No. Because everyone plays the way they wish. And I know that I prefer to usually go for a bit higher difficulties. Session 44, reminder for today's rescheduled session. Despite increased dosage, the subject remains extremely dangerous and needs to be restrained, both physically and mentally, for the duration of the test. Heightened security measures apply. That's because I enjoy playing on slightly higher difficulties usually because I enjoy being challenged. Some people don't, and that's why difficulty was invented, or difficulty settings. So you can set a level that suits you. But either way, this episode is slightly running on overtime, so I'm gonna end this one right here. And I want to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. So until next time, this is the Wolfman signing off.